Hey guys, this is going to be my eyebrow tutorial. I've already filmed this, so that's why my makeup is on now. If you like this makeup look, I actually did this tutorial and also linked it in the description bar. I want to do an eyebrow video because I know when I was starting with, I've always been into makeup. I really have. Some things were new to me that I didn't really care too much about, which one of the things were eyebrows. I never really had thick eyebrows or unruly eyebrows ever, and but I like to keep them maintained as much as possible, either on my own or going to a professional having them done threaded. But even then, sometimes if you go too often with waxing or threading, your eyebrows start to get thinner and thinner and thinner. For a point there, I was getting my eyebrows waxed, and number one, I stopped because it used to irritate my skin. It used to break me out like right up in here. And my eyebrows kept getting thinner and thinner. Like, I have a picture, and a beautiful picture, but my eyebrows are just like almost non-existent. I'm like, can't go back to that. So, between threading trips, I don't go very often. I like to clean up my own eyebrows as much as possible. So generally the products that I use to clean up my eyebrows will number one be tweezers. These are just Revlon pointed tweezers. I like the pointed ones. I feel like I'm able to grab the hairs all better. And I generally don't mess with the main brow area itself. I generally clean up only like underneath here. If there's strays, a little bit up in here and a little in here is where I usually do most of my cleanup. I also use a straight edged razor, and this is used mostly for the center of my eyebrows, and also I do like on the top sometimes. You have to be very careful with this. It's very easy to make a mistake with the razor and not realize it until it's too late. I've never had a mishap before, but my sister's has had many. So, yeah, my eyebrow tutorial routine, it's pretty basic. As long as I'm cleaning up my eyebrows by maintaining the shape and filling in if need be, then all is well. So if you guys enjoy my tutorial, hi, just had a visitor come in. Hope you guys enjoy my eyebrow tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and those both will be linked in the description bar. Bye, guys. So my eyebrow routine is very simple. As you guys know, I did get my eyebrows threaded like 2 weeks ago. And when I get them threaded, I try to maintain the shape as much as possible, because if I go back again right away, I feel like my eyebrows get thinner. I don't want them to be too thin. And eyebrows have to fit your shape correctly. So basically all I do is to maintain is I go through this area right in here to get off not too close to the line of arch where they put it, but more here where it's like stray hairs, like some are too far out or too down low. I go through with my tweezers. I don't really have a big tweezer reason. I like the Revlon, the pointed tip ones. These ones I've had for like a very long time, and I don't know, I like these ones a lot. So I use these to clean out anything in between here. And if you're having trouble with your like eyebrows, you want them to grow out, they're too thin for your face, they don't fit your face shape at the moment, I suggest letting them grow out for at least 2 weeks, maybe even more. Yes, they're not going to look as pleasant as you may want them to be, but you can always tweeze around, like I said, this lower area here, but nothing in the, the shape of the eyebrow. Keep that so that can grow in fuller, and you can clean up in here. One thing too I use sometimes to clean up just the top part is I use a straight edge razor here, and I just wet it just a little bit, shake it out, and just kind of razor down onto the eyebrow area to keep the cleaning up here, because it's a little bit quicker to do than tweezing. However, you have to pay attention and not be unfocused when doing this. Also use this like right here in the center if I have hairs in there. I don't get very much hair. I'm not a very hairy person in general, so I don't get very much hair there. But I do it just to make sure there's nothing there that I can't see growing. So when doing my eyebrows, I would be more prepared. I use an eyeshadow, which I did show in a haul recently. It's very quick and simple. Since I don't think my eyebrows are very sparse. I don't think that they're too thick or too thin. Actually, right now they're the perfect thing. Perfect dimension, shape, thickness, everything. I fill my eyebrows in to create a polished look. I think for me, when I fill my eyebrows in just a little bit, it looks completely different. Like my eyebrows look fine now, but fill them in a little bit, it looks a lot better, I feel. So I'm just going to go through and show you what I do basically for my eyebrows. I start off using my spoolie. Okay, start with the spoolie here, and this is just an e.l.f. one, nothing big. Here, and I just brush the hairs up, because I want them up and I kind of brush this tail down, so I can see where any sparseness may be, if there is any. And so I can create my shape right away with what I want them to look like. Next, I take an eyeshadow. I don't use a pencil. I think a pencil, I might get too heavy-handed with the pencil, so I'd rather not do a pencil. I feel like I'm like all in your face. I'd rather not do a pencil, so that way it doesn't come off too harsh or too dramatic. So I use a MAC shadow in the color Mystery. It's a satin finish, which a satin has no shimmer, so it makes it look a little more natural. It looks really dark. To me, like in person, it's kind of like a grayish brown. However, when I put it on my eyebrows, it's a little bit lighter than my actual eyebrow color, which you don't want there's not an exact match to your hair color and your eyebrow color, so you can't exactly match them. Sometimes it's a little bit darker, sometimes it's a little bit lighter, depending on if you've colored your hair or whatever. I haven't colored my hair in like forever. My hair just seems to be a little bit lighter than my eyebrows. Just how it happens sometimes. So this is Mystery. And you never want to go, just another tip, you never want to go too dark. Like if you have black hair, don't get black shadow to fill in, or black pencil, because it's way too harsh. It's one to look as natural as possible. So even going with a darker brown, even a medium brown would probably be the closest I would pick for darker color hair. And I use my MAC 212 brush. Angle brush is fine. I also have an e.l.f. Eyeliner brush. This is pretty much the same shape as the MAC 212, which works just fine too. Basically, I just dip it into my shadow on both sides. And I never start right here at the beginning, because on everyone's eyeshadow, everyone's eyebrows are a little bit lighter in the front, going towards the back. I feel there's a little bit of residual at the end, but I start off with kind of like the middle. So I take my brush sideways, I just start stroking through on the actual hair itself, not on the bottom half, not on the top half. I've done it from the bottom half before, but it looks too painted in to me. I just kind of just go into the actual hairs themselves. And just bring it down to a straight line down. As you can see, not that much difference. However, it looks a little more polished. It doesn't look overly done. It doesn't look unnatural or anything like that. I take my brush a sideways angle and I kind of get the front just a little bit. Just a little bit, see? Just a really light hand with that. And now the other side, right into the hairs with the sideways angle, and lightly like paint it in, and then just solid line down. This one I do a little more fixing on, just because this arch is different than the other one. Just how eyebrows go. There we go. And then angle it off and get a little bit of these hairs here. Perfect. Then I take my spoolie once again and I just brush through the hairs to make sure like the color distributes through and it's not too heavy and it looks natural as possible. Especially in that front, because you don't want it to look crazy at all. And lastly, I take a brow gel, which is very important to make sure your brows stay, even if you don't fill them in with a pencil or a shadow or anything. a brow gel on even natural brows keeps them in place, keeps them from going wild. Which happens, you rub your eye, you wear a hood, you put your hood back, you put glasses up, something, and they can brush your eyebrows. So keep them in place without you looking crazy and not knowing it. A brow gel works wonders. I just have the Ulta brow gel. It's pretty inexpensive. The price, I have no idea. But it's pretty inexpensive. And it's a more drier consistency. It looks wet around the wand area, like down in here and right here. It's kind of goopy. But it's actually a drier formula, which I like because it's not, it doesn't look caked on. There's no flakes of drying in my eyebrows or anything like that. So I pretty much just brush up. Same way I did the spoolie, and then bring it down. And then I do the other side. And my own personal preference, I just do one of these. And there you go. That's my complete brow look. I don't think it's necessarily a science because I don't do a lot of drawing them in. Even if I did, I don't think I'd be good at it. I don't have the steadiest hand when it comes to making straight lines and making things symmetrical. It's just not my thing. But just do a little bit of fill-in to maintain the shape of your brow. If there's sparse hairs, helps fill that in. It just makes it a more polished look to me. So that's my eyebrow, I guess, tutorial, or yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at makeup4every110 and Instagram at cbmiller128. You can catch me on Twitter like constantly, as well as always snapping pictures of me, my husband, and the kids and things like that, and on Instagram. Those links will be down in the description bar, and have a great day, guys. Bye.